The Department of Justice says it is closing a federal civil rights investigation into a Muslim-centered community planned for Collin County. The DOJ will not be filing any charges or lawsuits. The developers of the Epic City community have ties to the East Plano Islamic Center. The Justice Department opened the investigation after Senator John Cornyn called for it, arguing the development could discriminate against Christians and Jews. FOX4's Casey Stiegel is in studio with more tonight. Casey.
Yes, Steve, good evening. Supporters of the proposed development known as Epic City say that while they consider the U.S. Department of Justice decision a victory, there are still a handful of state investigations that do remain open.
Marketing material for Epic City conveys the vision: more than 1,000 homes, apartments, sports fields, a school, and a mosque spread out right here across more than 400 acres in Collin and Hunt County.
There has been nothing but good intentions of these people concerning the development since day one.
From day one, it's been controversial. Those opposed accuse development group Community Capital Partners of religious discrimination against non-Muslim Texans because it's a Muslim-centric community.
The idea that we have to wade through this many investigations, spend this much on lawyers, and spend this much time and angst going through it is shocking and disappointing to me.
A June 13th letter from the DOJ Civil Rights Division says the department is, quote, closing its investigation. An investigation opened at the request of Republican Senator John Cornyn, alleging it violated a number of laws like the Fair Housing Act. When FOX4 asked the senator's press contact on Wednesday for reaction, we were told he wasn't available.
We, of course, have state laws that prohibit discrimination in housing sales as well. And so the state attorney general has been his right to make sure state law is being complied with.
David Cole is a constitutional lawyer and isn't part of this case, but says while there are multiple state probes still playing out, like inside the Republican-led state attorney general's office, the likelihood of those being dropped is greater in light of the federal findings. Our request to Attorney General Paxton's office for reaction also went unanswered.
Subject to being satisfied, there's no funny business with zoning or some kind of funky restrictive covenant that operates to get around zoning laws or something like that.
Some critics have accused Texas Republican leaders of Islamophobia or a prejudice of Muslims. In a statement online, the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CAIR, celebrated the DOJ findings, saying in part, elected officials should respect the Constitution and serve all state residents instead of abusing their authority to discriminate against Muslims.
So House Bill 4211 also just became law after recently being passed this legislative session. It says, among other things, that Epic City cannot use a religious exemption, like a religious exemption to limit sales to members of a certain religion. Steve.